Earlier in today's show, we visited the new Gordon Commons building being constructed on the UW campus in downtown Madison. We met with members of Ironworkers Local 383 and learned about the role of this trade in the construction process and heard what it's like to walk the iron for the first time. Now let's catch up with Mark Bugher from the University Research Park to hear why investing in new infrastructure projects like we've seen on today's show are so important when considering the future of our community. Well, Mark, what a marvelous facility, one of many out here on this beautiful location.
Yes, Stu, this is the MG&E Innovation Center. This is our incubator for our high-tech startup companies here in the University Research Park. So we're quite proud of this facility. We have 38 companies that are incubating here in the MG&E Innovation Center.
And then right here on this research park, how large is it?
Well, the research park is 255 acres, contains 37 buildings, about 1.8 million square feet under roof.
Wow, and your role is to really help develop it, bring new business here from not only the Madison area but worldwide?
Yeah, the role is to not only run the park but also attract new companies both from Wisconsin, from Madison, but also internationally here into the University Research Park. We've been successful doing that over the course of the last few years. So it's a multi-required role in terms of operating the park.
So when you're talking to different business owners, business representatives, and they're considering either a startup company or relocating to the Madison area, what in your opinion drives their decision?
Of course, the quality of our university and our general education system is very important. They're also interested in locating in a town that's vibrant, busy, active, and growing. And that, of course, is the moniker for Madison, and so they're attracted by what's going on downtown in Madison. Whether or not the city is committed to economic development and job creation, I think the vibe of downtown is very important, how they feel about whether or not the city is moving forward.
Well, it's been fun on today's show because we've been following along with the building trade, specifically the ironworkers, looking at some of the downtown projects through the university that have been going on, and in different shows we've seen lots of development downtown. And when I think of development, it really does start with the building trades, a highly skilled, highly trained workforce.
Well, the building trades are very important. They provide the infrastructure, the shell for these companies to locate within the buildings, and then of course there's hundreds and thousands of jobs that are created as a result of what the building trades create. So there's a ripple effect that occurs as a result of the commitment that's made by the trades in construction of buildings that ultimately we see played out here in the Research Park, where we have over 3,600 employees that are occupying the companies here in the Research Park, and of course that is a major asset to this economy here in Madison.
Yeah, and I think that fact right there, the long-term, quality, high-paying jobs gets lost. A lot of people think, say for instance, the Edgewater project. People think, oh, that's just about construction jobs and then a few hotel workers, and it really doesn't benefit the community beyond that. But there's lots of benefits to taking an antiquated hotel like that and fixing it up.
Well, the Edgewater is an example of where we really need to make a significant investment into a old, tired, worn-out building. And that investment will pay dividends in multiple ways throughout the years, not only with the construction jobs that occur, but beyond that, just people that come and visit Madison and make then decisions about locating here in Madison, bringing their companies here. In some ways, it's an example of a need that we have to really set the tone for future economic development strategies here in our area.
Well, a park like this is actually filling up. Are there future plans for future development?
We do have a major development going on of over 270 acres on the far west side of Madison. This will be Research Park 2. So we're all in with regard to the future of Madison, making a commitment for the next 25 years here in this community to build a second facility like this and to provide even more jobs in the science and technology area, high-paying jobs that will contribute substantially to our economy for the next 25 to 50 years.
Well, just personally speaking, I drive through a park like this, I hear about the plans for the future. It makes me feel proud to be a member of this community. I appreciate you coming on and sharing your experiences.
Thank you very much, Stu.
Now here are some key points to help summarize today's show. On a major construction project, there can be up to 15 trades on the job at any one time, and the amount of cooperation and coordination it requires is simply amazing. It's a compliment to all the building trades, but as we saw in today's show, one of the first trades on the job is the ironworkers. Next, one of the most unique building trades that offers an adrenaline rush every time you step on the job is the ironworker. From walking the iron for the first time to knowing you had a part in the rebuilding of our community, There's no way to measure the amount of pride that every ironworker has. And finally, we all benefit when we invest in our future. Whether it's a new campus building, a remodeled home, or even choosing a career in the building trades, it says we believe in our community. So let's continue to invest so future generations can enjoy living here as much as we have. Well, we're all out of time for this week's show. Hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you again next time on today's Home Remodeler.
For more information about today's topic and upcoming episodes of today's Home Remodeler, please visit these websites.